Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we have my video for the top fall fragrances for 2012. Now 2012, you may be wondering, okay, that's a year behind. What is this video? This video, for those of you who don't know, is my summary where basically I review all of the YouTube reviewers who went through and created their top 10 list and go ahead and create a master list so people can kind of get a feeling of and get to know what to actually buy. Now this video is late. I usually like to do this in the very beginning of the fall season so people know exactly what they might, go ahead and buy. But I've been extremely busy at work and therefore I wasn't able to actually get to this in the time frame that I actually wanted to. One major change in this, I didn't do a full weighted version. I only did a list based off of how many times somebody chose that particular fragrance for their top 10 list. And then if there was a tiebreaker, that's when I went ahead and took the weighted into consideration. So there isn't a separate weighted list this time. And also, I didn't combine the designer and the niche fragrances together. So essentially in this video, all you're gonna get is two very simple lists. And I'm also gonna provide some insight as to some of the choices that were present on the list. All right, so with that, this is gonna be a relatively quick video and let's get right into it. First, let's start with the designer side. And I'm going to pop the list up right here so you can see as they come down, all right? Or as after I'm done actually listing the fragrances. You'll see. Either way, coming at number 10, we have Dolce & Gabbana The One. Number 9, Chanel Allure Homme. Number 8, L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme. Number 7, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. Number 6, Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb. Number 5, Burberry London. Number 4, Pure Havane. Number 3, Pure Malt. Number 2, Dior Homme Intense. And number 1, La Nuit de l'Homme. So here's the list. The full list, 1 through 10, as you can see. Some usual hitters. La Nuit de l'Homme, still a popular fragrance, still the most popular fragrance that we have here. And Dior Homme Intense was really a close second for it. Pure Malt and Pure Havane were also pretty much neck and neck, and you could really interchange either of those two. They were so close. But in general, the house of Thierry Mugler did very well among YouTube reviewers, as well as YSL in general. There are a couple of YSL fragrances that didn't actually make it on this list, but were mentioned a couple times as well. Like Homme was one that didn't actually make it, but was mentioned a couple times. L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme was another one that kind of surprised me just because it's on the list, but its cousin was actually there as well. The normal L'Instant de Guerlain, it just barely missed the list on this one as well. Chanel Allure Homme is another one. The one that surprised me that isn't here is Boss Bottled, and that was very similar to Allure Homme and L'Homme. But L'Homme also missed out, and that kind of surprised me as well. But overall, very, very popular fragrances that are here, and no real surprises. None of these really surprised me that they're here, especially for the fall. So take with it what you will. So with that, let's go ahead and get on to the niche side of things, right? So coming in number 10, we have Black Afghano by Nasamato. Number 9, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. Number 8, Creta Ventus. Number 7, Guerlain Spiritueux Double Vanille. Number 6, Guerlain's Tonka Imperial. Number 5, Serge Lutens Chergui. Number 4, Hermescence Ambre Narguilé. Number 3, Creed's Original Santal. Number 2, Amouage Reflection Man. And number 1, Bond Number 9's New Harlem. So you got your twins right there. On the niche side, we've got Bond Number 9, New Harlem, and on the designer side, we have La Nuit de l'Homme. Those are your two most popular fragrances for the fall. Now, overall, from the niche side, Amouage got a lot of mentions, should I mention. Not just Reflection Man, but Amouage was probably the most represented line out of the different Amouages that are mentioned. But the other ones weren't mentioned as much as Reflection Man was. Another comment that was and that was kind of surprising actually, was that Lamal didn't make the designer list, but a lot of people who liked Reflection Man claimed that they smelled Lamal in Reflection Man. So that's kind of surprising that Lamal didn't even make the designer list, but it made number 2. But Reflection Man made number 2 in the niche list. Now, there have been some other people who say that it doesn't smell like Lamal, so take with it what you will. Creed was another very popular house on this list. I'm missing something. Okay, yeah, Origina, Santal, and Aventus were the only ones that made it, but there were, I believe, 2 or 3 other Creed fragrances that were there on this list as well. From the Tom Ford line, kind of surprising, wasn't many more Tom Ford fragrances. Tobacco Vanille was really the only major mention from it. I believe Noir de Noir was mentioned as well, but that one came out. And it did surprise me that Black Afghano made the list as well. I guess not really surprising, but just a little bit, I guess, peculiar, curious. So essentially, you can go ahead and take these 2 lists and use them to form, pretty much have a good idea of what to buy. Now, keep in mind, for most fall scents, you could actually use them for winter as well. But I'll be coming out with a winter list as well. So go nuts with it, all right? If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free, leave me a message down below or send me a note. Thank you, take care of yourselves, and have a great day.